people that you see. Yeah? We see only a few saints who have managed to reach to that level where they have a big following. But that does not mean only these 10, 15 that you hear of, see of are enlightened. These are the ones who can express, can communicate, and it reaches the people and then people go there. But there are many who cannot express. Yeah, very beautiful point. So, you can get enlightened. It doesn't have to be that you become a teacher or a saint or something. Yeah? So, if you have this block in the head, oh, where I cannot become enlightened, drop. Yeah? Remember, we've done this before. When you are opposing a thought or you are completely attracted or completely swamped into it. I want this or I cannot be that. Both is the same boat. We've talked about this. Yeah? The same thing he said today. Don't even negate that I cannot be enlightened. Don't go that way also. And neither have the craving for enlightenment. You saw? We spoke about both in the same talk today. Yeah? Sambhav. We've spoken about Sambhav also before. Yeah? Sam is equanimous. Bhav?
State.
Yeah. A state where I am equanimous. Whatever is happening is happening. Even if I like something that is happening, it's happening. If I dislike something, it's happening. I am equanimous. My graph does not go up or go down depending on the external object. Yeah? This balance is Sambhav. Clear? So now we'll go to the first sutra. Shoonya. Hindi
Zero.
word, Marathi word, zero. What is he talking about here? What is zero?
Empty.
Emptiness, that nothingness that you experience in meditation. Yeah? Where there is absolutely nothingness. That emptiness I am. Prakriti. What is Prakriti?
Nature.
Nature. So what happens on account of nature?
Emptiness and awareness.
All the gunas and doshas rise and fall. So rajas, tamas, sattva. Today you will see this because today is full moon. So you will see a very, drastic thing, change in your emotions. You'll be totally on the opposite side. Again, by the end of the day, you could be at the other end. You'll be all wondering, why is this happening to me? Yeah, it's nothing. It's the moon's effect on the water element inside me. That is why it is happening. This is Prakriti. Yeah. So, I am Shoonya Chitto. Chitto, you know.
Yeah.
Mind. My mind is absolutely hollow and empty. But because of Prakriti, which is Rajas, Tamas, Sattva, and Vata, Pitta, Kapha, it goes up and down, it goes up and down. It gets into vasanas, it gets into likes, dislikes, accept, reject. Yeah? Pramada. Remember we've done this in Patanjali also. What is pramada?
Taking risk.
No. Knowingly, I do something wrong. I know I should pay my tax, but I don't pay it. Remember this example? Guruji's given it in Patanjali. Yeah? So, knowingly doing something wrong is pramada. I know I should come for Sunday Kriya, but I want to sleep today. Alasya has come over me. Yeah? I know I should go, but I let my alasya take over. This is pramada. Yeah? Pramada is clear? Bhava bhavana. So my emotions rise and fall because of pramada. And pramada is mostly happening because of tamoguna. Tamas. Tamoguna leads to pramada. Yeah? So when all this is happening in me, my shunya doesn't remain shunya. I get totally scattered, out of balance. The somehow that we were talking of, it's all graphs appear. Yeah? Imagine all this happening in your mind. It's a nice mess there. Now he talks about the fourth dimension. Tell me, did you get the fourth dimension? What was it? What was the fourth dimension he spoke about?
Continuous awareness.
Yes. Continuous awareness. Yeah? A continuous awareness, a continuous joy. Nothing can shake it. Yeah? When you have reached there, you will know I have crossed a certain benchmark. It's very difficult for you to understand, am I progressing on the path or not? It's very difficult, right? To understand your emotions, to understand your mind. There is no benchmark there. This is your benchmark. Nidrito bodhit eva. Bodhit, aware. All the time aware. I'm aware how I'm standing. I'm aware where my finger is, where the marker is. I'm aware who my eyes are looking at. I'm aware how many times my eyes are blinking.
So the gunas have no effect on you?
Yes. You reach such a level of awareness that these small things don't affect. You don't notice actually. Somebody else might think, so mean, she didn't even notice. But it doesn't come into the awareness is so high. Nothing hurts, nothing pinches, or nothing completely swarms you. Some excitement comes because you got something. Nothing pulls you because there is a continuous level of awareness. There is this somehow. There is no these graphs going up and down. When you reach this level of awareness, that is your benchmark. You'll be so focused, so clear. If somebody says one sentence and he's not clear in his diction, in his construction of the sentence, but you will understand what he's trying to say. Without people's repetition, the clarity, the focus increases multitudes. It's amazing. It can only be experienced. It cannot be put in words.
He also says that hollow and empty is sort of required for that state.
Yes. Do not?
Is required.
Yes. To reach this, of course. So this happens only after, you've gone to a level. It's like a benchmark. That is why it's called the fourth dimension. Now, why fourth? What is 1, 2, 3? What is 1, 2, 3? Come on, we've spoken about it.
Sleeping state, dreaming state.
Loudly.
Sleeping state, dreaming state, and
Waking state.
Jagrita.
Remember? You've missed that session.
Practice too much awareness.
Waking, dreaming, sleeping. Remember? Jagrit avastha, swapna avastha, sushupti. Remember this? Yeah? All of us go through these 3 states. When we are in sushupti, in sleep, what happens? What happens?
You forget everything.
Completely lights off. Yeah? Somebody comes and punches you also, you won't know who did it. Yeah? That is our level of sushupti. Somebody who reaches that stage, the 4th dimension. Nidrito bodhit eva. Even in sleep, there is awareness. Remember we spoke a little about this in Patanjali? Initially it makes you feel you're not sleeping, but it is not like that. The 4th dimension opens up. It's completely different. You know. It's like, I don't even know how to express this. It's just knowing a shift has happened. A complete shift from what you were, where you were. In sleep even, I am aware. Not awake, but aware. So my body is resting, my mind is at rest, but I have full awareness, a continuous joy, a continuous awareness. This is the fourth dimension. That is what Janaka is saying. This entire 14th chapter, Janaka is talking about. Janaka is saying, Sheena samsmarano hi saha. Sheena,
Nothing. She means
devoid of, without. What is samsmarano?
Self.
Samsmarano is there are no thoughts, no conflicts, nothing, nothingness. Devoid of all these conflicts is this awareness. Memory, whatever. Any cravings, any aversions from the past, any fear, any anger, jealousy, everything is from the past, right? Yeah. This level, the
What was
awareness,
Sheena is? Sheena is?
devoid of.
Devoid.
You reach a level where you're completely devoid of these negativities. They do not even touch you. Such a beautiful, elevated level of your consciousness it is. Clear? Clear. Come here. Now when you reach this level of consciousness, then Kwa dhanani. How can money tempt me? Kwa mitrani. How can friends tempt me? Now this is not just friends. This also means family, also means colleagues, everybody, people, who you come in contact with. How can they tempt me? And he explained this in detail. What is the meaning of temptation? How you get lured by money, how you get lured by people and friends, and just getting lost in company of the other person. Yeah? How can they take me away from my center? I'm getting that point, no? Where I am completely in my center. I'm shoonya, I'm zero. Yeah? Then how can anything affect me only? Yeah? Can you multiply anything with zero and get a product? Can you? Yeah? You cannot divide it, you cannot multiply it. It's just nothingness, zero. Yeah? Then this temptation is not there of money and friends. Kwa me vishaya dasyavaha. Very beautifully explained. What is dasya?
Slave.
Slave. Yeah? Vishaya?
Topical.
Senses. How can my senses make me a slave? Which is habits and cravings. So beautifully put, no? Yeah? How can I become a slave to any of my senses? I cannot. Yeah? They cannot tempt me. No craving can tempt me. Nothing can become a habit in me. Yeah? So first he talks about money, friends, and habits and cravings. Three. See, in translation, how the beauty gets lost. You seeing that? Fourth, Shastram. You can get stuck here also in Art of Living. I've told you this before.
Talks about the Ram Leela and all that.
Yeah. But even in Art of Living, chalo, Ramayana and Mahabharata, these people just go, enjoy, entertain themselves and come back. Finished. Once in a year, twice in a year, 3 times a year. Yeah? Even in Art of Living, people get stuck. Yeah, I am spiritual. See, I am like this. You start preaching your non-Art of Living friends. Yeah? Observe it if we have started doing this. You should do this. You should not do this. This is wrong. Yeah? And then you get stuck in the knowledge. What is knowledge? You see the eraser? anger, jealousy, greed, aversion, hatred, lots of dirt, mess I have collected from so many lifetimes. What is knowledge doing? Cleaning it off. Yeah? After cleaning it off, do I have to hold on to this eraser, this duster? That also you have to drop. Then only you become shoonya. People hang on to the scriptures. Yeah? You've dropped money, you've dropped attachment to the world, you've dropped attachment to husband, wife, kid, you've got another attachment. Knowledge. Are you noticing? This must have started happening to us here. Yeah? 1 year you've been in this knowledge every weekend. Oh, I am something.
Figured it all.
I know it all. Biggest disease on the spiritual path, we've discussed this. What are the 2 diseases?
I know it all.
I know it all. Second, I have heard this.
We did that.
Yeah, I have heard Ashtavakra 31. Why repeat it again? Yeah? You noticed how I sit and listen to it? It must be the umpteenth number of time I'm listening to it. This is my favorite Ashtavakra. Yeah? Every time it comes up, I know it, I've heard it, drop. It's the small mind. Don't give it any more attention. Yeah? You become stronger. That's how you get stuck on the path. So Shastram just doesn't mean scriptures, means this path also. Yeah, and if you see someone stuck, you are stuck, you are stuck. That's what you're supposed to do? No. Let him figure it out, let her figure it out. It is their journey. You don't start educating. Yes? Just observe, learn from them. This is the way, I do not have to go. Yeah, sometimes you don't have to make all the mistakes. You learn from others. Yeah? Be smart. Yeah? Kwa shastram, kwa cha vijnanam. Vijnan?
Science.
Science. Yeah? Special knowledge. Yeah? You get attracted in all that. Oh, astrologer, he gave you an example. Yeah? Even Nadi Pariksha. How many of you have done Nadi Pariksha? Anybody there? Okay. Veda has. Okay. We get stuck in these things also. Ayurveda. Oh, I'll do this. This will happen. Now I can control my vata. I can control my pitta. Special knowledge, no? Something I didn't know before. People get caught up in it. You get so caught up in it, you've forgotten all this knowledge of, which can uplift you, and you're caught up in vata, pitta and kapha and trying to regulate that, modulate that. Beyond a point, you cannot do anything, right? Yeah? That doesn't go into the person's head. And beyond a point, I have to let go. I have to be sakshi. The moving from the object to the sakshi does not happen in somebody who gets stuck in vijnan. Getting the point? Yeah?
But it is difficult, right? I mean, in day-to-day life, I mean, you learn, so, you know, but you try to practice and
Again and again, being aware.
compare.
All the time. Being aware what thought is coming up in me, what emotion is coming up in me. Yeah? If it is wrong, I understand, I drop. I let it go. I forgive myself with
Sincerity.
arjava.
Arjava.
He was looking for a Sanskrit word. Kshama, arjava. Very important. Very doesn't get you anywhere. You'll drop out of art of living. You lose. Guruji doesn't lose anything. Yeah, we don't lose anything. When we give up on ourselves actually. Recognize this. Yeah, but I've done this. Okay. Now I forgive and I move ahead. Again I start. Again I start. Kwa shastram, kwa cha vijnanam, yada me galita spraha. Galita spraha we've done before. I just be established within me. Galita is melting within. being so established, I am just within me. All these external things, people, friends, money, scriptures, even spirituality cannot move me from my center. Is the center clear? Being in the center, being with yourself, being with that hollow and emptiness, being with this shunyata. Yeah? Shunya means zero. Clear so far? Vijnate sakshi purushe. We started practicing sakshi last week. Just observing right now what is happening. Yeah? Are you observing how your hand is? Yeah? Are you observing where your foot is? Are you observing your own mind? Are you observing what thoughts are going through? Are you observing when you're nodding your head? Do you observe that? I just nodded. Yeah? That is when you accept it. Yeah? Sometimes mind accepts just with an action. There is no thought there. Sometimes it rejects without any action. Can you observe that acceptance, rejection going on? That is sakshi. Sakshi purusha means a person who is doing the sakshi, is a witness of everything that he is doing, saying, thinking. He is in knowledge. If you're not doing sakshi, you're still not in knowledge. Knowledge is still just a Sunday session. Yes, now you understand the meaning of observing myself, live in the present moment. Basic course point. Yeah? Not the past, not the future, here. Again and again observing my mind. In the basic course itself it is taught. Yeah? But it takes such a long time for it to become a practice in life. Yeah? So this is your homework number 1. Sakshi. Keep practicing throughout the week. Sakshi bhav. Witnessing right now, if I'm writing the answer, the homework, how my pen is moving, how my hand is moving, how I am sitting, observing your eyes. Yes, sakshi bhav. I am not this body, that is why I can see everything this body is doing. I am not this mind, that is why I can see the thoughts that are moving through the mind. I am not the emotions either, that is why I see them rise and fall. Yeah? I am that shunyata, nothingness. That is being centered. And only a person who is in knowledge can be a sakshi. Once you reach this stage of your continuously sakshi all the time, then you realize, oh, I am God. Paramatmani Cheshwari. That's where I rest. Knowing I am God. This gets established within me. Yeah? Knowing something intellectually and that knowledge getting established within you, there's a difference. Yeah, when you know something intellectually, somebody else challenges you, your faith goes this way, that way, you're not sure. There is doubt. But when something you know for sure, it is established. It is cold. Winter has come in. Yeah, somebody challenges, no, winter is not there. You know it is there. It has come in. Yeah? That kind of establishment. Yeah? Paramatmani Cheshwari. I am established in that knowledge that I am God. I am the Lord. Yes. Then, when this happens, this state is achieved, then there is no nirasha. Hindi word, no disappointment. Nothing touches you. Yeah? There is no bandha, there is no moksha. Bandha,
Bondage.
bondage. Moksha,
Liberation.
liberation. When there is no bondage, what is there that I have to get liberated of? Yeah? Cha means and. Na chinta muktaye mama. There is no chinta. Same word, Hindi word. Yeah, there is no worry. Muktaye mama. I am free. Yes, I am liberated already. And you notice in everything there is nothing for you to do. It's just a question of becoming aware, knowing it. So many years only my eyes were closed. Now I have to just open my eyes and see. I've just not been looking at it. I was so interested in the dirt of the window. Sometimes the window has lots of dirt. Can you see these scratches and all? Yeah. So you get stuck here. You're not looking at the infinite sky that is beyond. That's all I have to do. Move my focus away from these vasanas in life on what I was focusing and look at the sky beyond. Then nothing shakes me. Then this doesn't bother me at all. Yeah? I cannot give a better analogy.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. That's it. To just look beyond something that I am stuck in. That's all it is. Can you go beyond your aversions and your cravings and everything that you see right now and just, sometimes you're staring at infinity. You see through a person. It's like that. Just seeing through your vasanas and going to the sky. That's what I am. Yeah? And it's just a matter of practicing. It's a graph. The more I'm stuck in my vasanas, the more I'm stuck in my vasanas, I'm at 100. My goal is to reach 0. The more these vasanas reduce in my life, the closer I come to the shunyata that I am. It could be a straight line, it could be like this, whatever. It's just reducing the effect of the vasanas on you. And in fact, you don't even have to do anything. You just look at the sky. These vasanas will stop bothering you. They'll drop away. It just happens. Just by being sakshi. Which negates everything that Ashtavakra has told you till now. Yeah? Don't do anything. No doership. Just sakshi bhav. Yeah? I just witness what is. What is. That will raise you to a different level of consciousness, the 4th dimension. Constant awareness. Clear so far?
What is
No chinta, no.
Basic no.
Yeah, no worries. Muktaye mama. I am free already. Yeah. I was thinking I am bound. But I'm already free. I was just not looking properly. I was not paying attention. Now I know. Yeah? Now can we go to the last one? Good space. Today's was very long.
Keep it on the table, Mitesh.
When inside I have become that shoonya and I have risen to that level of continuous awareness and I am not affected by money, by friends, by external objects, and I have reached a level where I'm completely sakshi and I can just know I am God. I am established in that God. Yeah? I am not bound. I am already free. Yeah? That level of awareness itself leads you to antar vikalpa shunyasya. Shunyasya is zero again. Antar vikalpa, we've done vikalpa. What is vikalpa? Conflicts. Yeah? Logic. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah? If you translate it directly, it is logic. Inside there is yes, no, do this, do that, craving. Even if you're looking at that infinity or completely there, sakshi bhav, still some of this could be there. But with a constant practice, reaching this level of fourth dimension, it becomes completely zero. It drops off. You do not have to do something to drop it off. That is the meaning. Do you get this? You do not have to make an effort that I get rid of this vasana, I get rid of this anger, this jealousy, this greed, this thing in me. No. It drops. Yeah? Antar vikalpa shunya se automatically come to that zero. Yeah? Bahini swachanda charina. Charina all around. Swachanda pure, clean. External. All my external actions automatically become pure. Yeah? They're automatically pure. I don't have to do something to get good karma. Yeah? It's already a neutral where there is no karma happening.
What is charina?
External,
External.
everything. Everything external. Somebody who reaches this level, he becomes almost as if he's totally spaced out. Bhranta. Bhranta is spaced out. You know, completely lost. For a moment you're lost. You're like, it's an aha moment where suddenly one thing was reality in life and that's no more your reality. Just imagine how for some time you're going to be. Yeah? Bhranta. When it happened to Buddha, he did not speak for 7 days. He just did not open his mouth, didn't say a word. When it happened to so many other gurus, something or the other on similar lines happened. Bhranta, completely spaced out, stunned, or confused, or that state is beautiful. It's an amazing state. You just don't want to get out of it because suddenly everything has changed. Your reality is suddenly changed. And it's like waking up in the morning and seeing the beautiful sunrise and just getting, spaced out there. Just being with that. So that's Bhranta. Such a Bhranta person, a person who has reached such a stage and gone beyond it, who can Dasha Asta Drishya, the one who is like him, only, Eva is only, Janate, knows. Only a person who has reached that level, is of that caliber, can understand him. Yeah. Another homework, very important homework. Drop all your questions. All your questions drop. Become shoonya. Homework number 2, right?
Yeah.
Become completely shoonya. Sakshi bhav, all the time in sakshi bhav. Yes? What is. It is happening, it is happening. You have to do something, resolve to do it, get done with it, come back to your center. Yes? Once it is done, Stop revisiting it. Get moksha from it. Clear? What you cannot do, drop, let go. Don't keep thinking, oh, if I do this, if I do this, if I do this. You cannot do. Done. Drop. Finish. Dropping it here. Not dropping it externally. Here. Getting moksha here. That is the skill. Yeah? Start there. Drop all questions. Become shunyasya. Any questions?
Drop all the
What is the second?
This Bahini outside. Huh? Huh? What's
You
it?
just said drop all the questions.
He's so sweet. No, about this, suppose you missed something, of course. About the whole talk. Bahini is outside. Swachhanda is pure. And Charina is
Everything
all
around
over.
you.
Everything, in every aspect of my outside, my external world. Clear? Now,
And all this can happen with all my karmas from the last life.
absolutely, that is the beauty of it. You become sakshi bhav, all the karmas get wiped. However dirty that window is, you are looking at the sky, everything gets wiped out. You know, Valmiki was a dacoit, thief, chor, whatever you want to call him. Yeah? He must have collected what amount of bad karma. He used to loot people every night. Yeah? And Valmiki wrote Ramayana. Yeah? Just one incident changed him. What was the incident?
He meets a saint and he tries to loot him. And he says, why are you doing this? And he says, I'm doing it for my family, myself and everything. So the saint goes and says, go and ask your family whether they are part of your karma and everything.
Yes.
Of course, he says, yeah, I am, because I'm doing it for the family, so they are. And he goes and asks his family, and they say, no,
It's your karma. It's not mine. I will enjoy the money you bring in, but it is your karma. That awakened him. That was a transformation from a dacoit to Saint Valmiki. He's like, that's my karma? All this jewelry, all this money, all the riches that I got for you is my karma? That's it. He woke up. When are you going to wake up? How much more?
Tomorrow.
Shunyata. Be in that shunyasa, in that zeroness, that nothingness that I am. Yes. Can we practice this? At least up till the next Ashtavakra session. Yeah? Any other questions? Drop everything, all these barriers that you have, my karma, my this, my that, drop. Come to that I am, I'm already pure here. Yes, look at that purity.
So right in the beginning he said that you're already free.
Yes. Comes to the same. He starts with shunya, he comes to shunya.
Enlightenment. One being childlike and one being just intoxicated. The third was chaotic and devilish. What do you
Yes,
think?
there have been Ravan.
Okay.
Yeah, there have been so many examples.
Kansa,
You
Ram.
can be enlightened, reach that level, and then say, oh, I can do whatever now I want.
Arrogance.
Yes, that arrogance can come in even at that level. That is why continuous sakshi bhava, observe, 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 observe. The observation does not end.
You're basically misusing whatever you,
Yes, misusing your
the
powers.
good knowledge you
Or you think your knowledge is, you're bigger than the knowledge.
Yes.
I think it's about disruption. If there are lots of things going on, and try to change or disrupt the normal way of life.
Yes.
That's what the various people think. Why is he coming to change everything? I think that's what it means. Not about the arrogance, but it's about disrupting my way of life. If we have thinking about an iPad and all these things, and now the person who has been enlightened now says that these things are not important. So we think it's disrupting our lives. So it's more than arrogance. It's more about changing way of life.
Yeah.
It's more about changing normal ways, normal routine. You make everything change what you do every day.
Yeah. So Ravana is your example. So you will know. And lots of people do all these miracle things you must have seen. After you reach that level of enlightenment, you can really do miracles. Huh? It's not a big thing for Guruji to just touch your fractured leg and it becomes fine. I have seen it happen in Rishikesh. Yeah, it was a teacher only, her leg was fractured. Within 3-4 days she was walking and the doctors were stunned. We have doctors in the ashram wherever you go, just in case. It's very important. It's amazing. Yeah, but people misuse. Then they do all this, they throw that bhabhuti and then they say, oh, come here, and then they do that tantra, things like that. You must have heard about, no?
Right.
Yeah. Black magic.
They are not enlightened, that's why.
Clear? 3 levels. Is there any other thing that I missed in the whole talk? Missed explaining. Veda, Shruti, any question? Okay, then I'll see you next time. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Awesome.